Hello, and welcome, dear viewers, to our newest session of Tales of the Broken. We are just getting set up right now, so it might take a moment. I forgot to make a screen for the D&D stuff, so you get this. Yeah. It is. It's really nice. I don't think we can. That's good. Alright. Let's see if we can. You guys get to watch me make a new scene. We start with a blank space. We're gonna add a media source and add our background. It's very pretty. Then we're gonna add image, and from that we're gonna add book club time. What am I looking for? Corners. I have an image named corners, and that adds the corners. And we're gonna add window capture. Add source. Add Discord. And we move Discord under the corners. Lock the corners. And then because I'm obsessy as fuck. Hold on. You know what? No. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna copy something. And I'm gonna paste. Excellent. I'm gonna move this all to fit up where it go. This is really riveting, I'm sure about it. And I probably should have done this ahead of time, but you know. It is what it is. And we're gonna put it down here. I should have left it in the corner where I had it. Should have, but I didn't. It's fine. Now we're gonna go back over here. No, wrong way. Back over here. I'm gonna no, we're not. The subs just get library. Yes, subs get library cards. That's great. I love it. I'm gonna add a chat box. Put it up nice and big. So looks nice and pretty. I'm gonna move it down. Excellent. And then we're gonna add the chat. That's source. We're gonna put it in the box. Yo, aren't I so organized? I'm so organized, guys. Mods are like library assistants. Honestly, you're not wrong. Dysgraphia is a bitch. And then we're gonna go over here. I'm gonna copy this. And go back over here. I'm gonna unlock that, and that. And paste that. A donation goal buddy. And we're gonna go back over here again. This fun boy. And we're gonna paste again. I'm gonna leave it right there. It can cover part of the screen. I don't care. Just riveting, isn't this? Just riveting gameplay, right?
I'm vibing. So,
Honestly,
I'm listening to music.
I'm just getting ready.
I'm just listening to
that's
my own
valid.
music.
Yeah.
I'm making up my playlist.
Yeah.
Book, how much would you say would be the difference? So, like, where are we ahead or a bit, or is it exactly the same time?
I think we're gonna find out.
Yep.
We've already been there for 3 years. and then the party came in. That's what I'm expecting.
Wow.
I'm just super.
So I don't feel like that's exactly wrong, but
Time works differently.
time works very differently.
It sure does.
For all we know, it could be a day ahead, 2 days ahead,
Yep.
a year ahead.
Sure could be.
I fully believe in the fact that we're gonna go back to the world and it's been like 3 years or something. Give me a couple of years at least.
God, 3 years.
3 years would be funny.
3 years without a queen.
3 years without a queen. That it's
This
just
is
a fucking
fine.
anarchy now. It's an anarchy. That's
Yeah.
it.
This is fine. Everything is going according to plan.
I have my backup characters ready. I have 3 to choose from.
Nice.
But
Lily
did you
knows
get the
what's
message?
up.
Yeah, did you get the message from Crystal about
Didn't.
its threat?
I did get that message, and I will.
Oh god.
It was just a
We'll
funny
see.
thought I had.
All right. I think I have
This
everything I
was
need.
fun.
Yeah. I have everything I need.
Here. Totally not listening to the Black Clover opening. That's not a thing.
Nice.
Well,
Move this guy over, but. The savior of the broken, the beaten and the torn. And he said, son, when you grow up, will you be? Gonna test a widget.
wait. That's happening.
I don't have my widgets up here. My alert box. That's what I'm looking for. Let's try. Very fancy alert box.
Oh,
And I don't know where I want it to be. Because the screen is unlike all the other screens that I have. So we're gonna put it kind of centered. There we go. Blocked out my face. Nice. All right. Okay. So, does anyone want to do the recap, or should I?
Go ahead. You think I remember things?
When last we left off, you guys escaped from the palace of the Summer Fae Ash. You ran off into the Feywilds, somehow dodging a great number of fairy circles and chaotic things.
You're welcome.
Stopping your guide from taking a break in an enchanted brook.
You're welcome. Again.
A totally fine enchanted brook, just benign. It's just there.
And a lot of mushrooms.
Yeah, a lot of mushrooms. Yes. You almost made a deal with the Fae Zanassa.
I considered it.
Or Zan, whatever. And,
Zanzibar. Zanzibar.
Zanzibar! Yeah, that's it. That's it, definitely. And you know when you notice things in your background?
Like, in general, or?
In general, yeah.
Okay.
And, finally, after a long time stressing about everything, you settled down with your guide and the queen, and you got yourself a rest. Where did I put my notebook? I need that.
I appreciate the dome. Thank you, my friend. Dome is quite nice. Thank you for becoming a Twilight cleric.
That was a good switch. Thank you for letting me switch book.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right. Where are my notes? Like, I know I'm bad at taking notes, but geez. What was the name of the person I sent with you guys?
Tinkerbell. At least that's what I call her. I don't know if that's actually what it was.
Y'all didn't even write it in the player discovered lore chat. Disappointed.
Crystal, what was it? You just watched the recap.
Crystal, please. Crystal, we need help.
I don't remember. I don't write things down.
Yeah. I should write things down as the DM. I really should. Sometimes I do.
Whenever I DM.
But I'm a very spacey DM. I thought I wrote this down.
I thought it was like, I thought it started with a J. But I feel like I'm wrong. This is bad. Eventually the answer will hit us. But I need to know. I'm looking in the VODs.
I could have sworn I wrote it down. Jeez.
I need to know.
Did we write it in UPC at one point?
I didn't.
Worth checking.
Ugh, I hate hearing my voice.
You are welcome to turn the volume of the thing down. Wait, no, you're listening to see if you can find the name of the person.
Yeah, I'm looking for the VODs.
Yeah.
This thing. Yes.
The name of our guide.
Damn it.
Zentaro's wife, I believe, partner.
Yeah.
Partner.
Wife, probably.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna cry.
Don't cry.
I'm not actually gonna cry, but like, I'm gonna scream.
Screaming's fine.
Yeah. A name. Wasn't Anne.
Franca.
Was it Alice? No, I wouldn't use a name like Annalise.
God damn it.
That's gonna bother me now.
I know. I need to know. Give me 1 second. So what I'm hearing is you're offering me my memories back in exchange for half of a task that I have no clue what it could be, along with your secret misgivings that you will not tell me, that could eventually lead to my death, even after.
I care deeply for Ash. I have no wish to see them hurt or killed.
And if she could see what I'm about to do right now, she might kill me. But I hope your sister smiles upon me for this.
You
Death
hear,
mother.
as you're doing this, you get the feeling of fear.
And I throw the sword on the ground. And I look at Zan. No, we do not have a deal.
You tossed the sword down.
I resummoned it to my hand as I was walking away.
Okay.
Did I not say that?
You didn't,
No.
but that's
Oh.
okay.
Sorry.
As you resummon it to your hand, you feel
Alright, my attention span is gone and I can't find it. I quit.
Yeah, hold on. I'm taking a look.
morning comes. You don't dream.
The audio is so quiet.
It
Ew.
is. Jeez.
Especially my voice, and I feel like I'd be the one who would say her name quite a bit.
You still feel the deaf mother, oddly enough.
Might as well call her your mother-in-law.
She's looking through that book again,
Okay.
and she has her tarot cards.
Some sadness and regret and this sense.
Right? Does she relate to this? Just that specific book he was reading earlier.
Okay.
Wait, what?
The Fey Illusion.
Everything I wanted at that moment. And she knew that.
This is gonna bother me.
Literally the only thing that's
Just make up a new name.
I knew you. We met her an hour in to the session.
I feel like they weren't specific enough. No, we didn't. We met her in like the first. I thought we met her in the first half hour. The moment of my birth, all the way.
Has come up in game.
God damn it. Higher stance and her Batman getting prepared, shooting up moment.
Before I gave up.
You catch her eye and she glances at you, and then
Sorry, everyone. This
there's
is
a very slight eye roll,
Fuck.
and she doesn't stop, but she does give you a slight smile and shakes her head ever so slightly.
I'm assuming with my 17 passive insight, I can attribute that as a not yet.
You get the idea that it'll be something that you can discuss at some point, but
Yeah.
you haven't. What's the word I'm looking for? You haven't gained enough friendship points to unlock her tragic backstory yet.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
But I do have a favor she owes me.
You just need to bring her more dandelions and robin's eggs and make sure
Not the plate.
Listen, just because I'm a penny SIMP doesn't mean it.
Like, why'd you spell it? Oh yeah, it's banned on Twitch. Immediately.
I already have to be muted half the time on Fate's stream because I sing
they don't mute. I have to mute my entire stream.
there with the Batman suiting up thing. I like that.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Silver, for following. A short rap on the door and it opens. However, the person who opens the door and walks in is not Lantaro.
Isn't?
well,
It's
minute
not.
7 in is when you meet her.
The lady glances at you, Sagittarius, for a moment before glancing at Aurora. And she furrows her brow and... what languages do you guys speak? What languages do you
Allie.
understand?
Allie. Yes.
I found it.
Yeah.
It's at like 1:14:45 ish. No, I understand. I'll say it. Sorry, it just seemed like the queen.
Yeah, Allie.
Allie. All right.
Keeping up at the moment. As she
Did I
said,
write this down?
Satisfied. All right.
Yeah, whatever. All right, Allie.
Oh my god.
I
It was worth it.
it was worth it.
It
I
satisfied
feel
my
better.
curiosity. It was
Yeah,
worth it.
yeah.
It took half an hour.
Jesus fuck. All right, so you guys wake up in the morning. Allie has made food. The forest is, it's not quiet, like it's teeming with wildlife, but it's chill. Like there's nothing that sounds out of place. So you can, have breakfast, take some time to wake up. The queen takes some time to start preparing some some lunch stuff for you guys to eat on the road as you travel. But generally, you know, you just chill, vibe.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If I don't talk for a moment, I'm checking my email for school stuff.
That's valid. So you guys, I assume, get ready to hit the road again, or the path, I guess.
Yep. Back to the other world.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh.
Fuck.
You guys head out. It's pretty quiet. And again, I mean that in the forest kind of quiet where there's a lot of noise, but it's all animal noise, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And slowly you make your way on the path again. And for the first little bit of travel, I would like you guys to roll perception.
Hey.
Not bad.
Not bad.
23.
Okay.
26.
Alright. You two did better than the Queen and Ally. So, Ally leading, of course, because she's supposed to be your guide. Supposed to be.
Supposed to be.
Uh,
I'm salty.
just barely managed to catch herself before she walks into a stone circle. Sighs heavily. Chirps something in that bell-like tone of hers. And, huffs and decides to take a different path. And you guys, it's quite easy to see that you are being led towards what seems to be a road, but it's no longer on deer or rabbit trails. You're just being led through straight forest.
Okay. Does it still, like, from what I looked at the map, does it feel like we're going in the right direction still?
Roll survival.
Background feature doesn't give me any extra bonuses to my survival check.
Aww.
That's my self modifier. My survival modifier, so that's 18 total.
Alrighty. So, from what you remember from the map, you do still seem to be heading in the right direction. You're fairly certain.
Thank God.
Yeah. Which is a good thing.
Thanks, Death Mother. Looking out.
Yeah. So, it takes about an hour before Ally sighs and shakes her head as she nearly walks into yet another circle. And turns to the queen and signs something. And the queen turns to you both and says, Ally says there's a lot more circles in the forest than there usually are. They're probably trying to get us back.
I choose
That
to
tracks.
resist.
That's valid. That is valid.
I choose to resist with all of my might.
Ally chuckles slightly and nods and turns with renewed vigor towards the escape that you guys are so longing for.
This hell. Okay.
And you continue traveling. Roll another hour's worth of perception.
This is all you.
Yep. Fun. I love being the one you relied on, huh?
Yep. Because I rolled a 12.
Mm,
5 plus 7.
yikes.
A dirty 20.
There you go.
Excellent. All right. So, having grown a little bit fed up with Ali's constant leading you guys just a little bit off track, Sagittarius, you step forwards to lead. And
What?
just before you step into what you haven't noticed yet is yet another circle, this time just a circular clearing in the trees.
Just
3
drop
hands
me.
grab and yank you back. And Ali
Thank you.
turns and glares at you ever so slightly.
Okay, you've done it 4 times. I can do it once.
Before sighing and nodding, and yeah, you have a point. But it's not the point.
I need to calm down. Aurora, tell me a story. Please. What story? Do you know any good stories?
Oh, tell a story about the Feywild. I'll give you
Tell me
advantage.
the story of the beetle and the bard.
I will give you guys advantage on your next perception checks if you tell a story about the Feywild.
I don't want to story about the Feywild. I've had enough about this place.
Well, like, there's not that much else I know. There's stuff about Feywilds, and sometimes there's stuff about. Is there any? But does she know anything about the gods and the Feywilds that ever met? That she would be allowed to speak of.
Sure. You have stories about a lot of different things. Most of your anecdotes are about being safe in the Feywild, that kind of thing. You have a couple stories about the gods and like that kind of stuff. You didn't have much time to collect stories when you were traveling in the mortal plane before you were
Yeah.
kidnapped back, so.
Do you know any gossip?
Uh,
Anything that would piss people off if I knew?
Somewhat. It depends on who you say it to. It doesn't really bother me, but it might bother
My
some of the
favorite.
Feywild.
That's my favorite. Hit me.
So, did you know there's some favors that are owed to me by some of the
Really?
higher? One was actually one of my master's friend, I would say, or not,
Mm-hmm.
but they're an ally. I may have saved their life once. Stop poisoning from them being given,
Good
and
on
so
you.
now they owe me a life debt.
Oh shit. You
Yeah.
got some pull here, apparently. Alright, that's good to know. That might be useful.
Yeah, but the only is who they're allies with. Because once I cash it in, they owe me nothing and they can freely talk to, you know.
Or do whatever the fuck they want, yeah. That's why whenever you use the life debt, you also say, for the next day, you are not allowed to talk about me or any of my allies and what our goals and aspirations might be, or write it down. That's... People can't
Fair
read your
point.
mind about it either.
That is a fair point.
You just gotta cover all your bases.
Yeah, but yeah, here people do owe me a few favors here.
Nice. Might be useful.
Some of
Hope you
them
don't have
are
to use them.
allies, hopefully not. But if it comes down to it, we have that as a backup.
Fair.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You
You
guys
seem to
continue
know
on.
quite a bit. You seem to know quite a bit about like the religious aspect of the mortal world for not living there.
It was often
How are
told
you-
to me as a kid.
Oh, what'd you learn about it?
A lot. The things that the mortal realm wouldn't talk about, and it's stuff that I don't know if I'm allowed to say just yet.
Oh? Now you have my attention. That sounds like I shouldn't know this, and that makes me want to know it even more.
I'm kind of not allowed to say.
Not allowed to say, or not allowed to say or write it down?
But what was the condition of it?
I need to hear this so I can break the loophole.
I remember the condition of what I was told. Is
Well-
it fake or is it real?
Well, it was that you cannot be forced to say or give the information,
Not be forced to.
and you were given the impression that it was important that the information not be known
Yeah.
by other people.
That's at your jurisdiction, though. That's at your discretion.
And that is at your discretion.
Am I trustworthy to you? Is the question.
Good point. He confuses me at times.
No, he's asking that to Aurora. Do you trust me?
Potentially, but things I
Can't
know
take you
may
on a
not be-
flying magic carpet, but do you trust me?
In a sense, yes, he did try to rescue me and he did save my life. So in a sense, I guess I may have to tell you if there's that a life that.
I don't consider that a life debt. But I still would like to know on the basis of friendship.
I'll tell you a bit right now, and maybe down the line I can share more.
Deal.
Mhm.
What you got?
Well, I know about what really happened to the destroyed god. What they told in the
Oh?
book is different. It's a bit different. Mm-hmm.
Look, what do I know about this destroyed god?
Roll religion.
God damn it. It's my
I was
lowest.
waiting for that one.
That's my lowest stat.
I was waiting for that one.
I was waiting for that one. Yeah, that's fair. So it's only a +2, 18.
All right. So, you know what every. Well, in theory, you know what every child in the kingdoms are taught. In theory. Of course, a lot of things were lost when your memory was lost. But over the little bit of time that you've been looking stuff about, like all the gods and all that kind of thing, you've certainly done your fair share of looking up information, and you have run across some information on the destroyed god before. You know that there is at least one cult on this destroyed god.
Yeah.
You
I
have
have
the
a very-
vague impression
Yeah.
that he's the cause of your missing memory.
Yeah.
And you know that he was overthrown by Astir and Aederon,
Okay.
the sun and moon deity and goddess. And that basically he was corrupted or something and was thrown from the pantheon and in theory destroyed. In theory.
In theory.
And I
Okay.
already have what I know message to me, right, book?
I think so, yeah.
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 Okay.
Pull that up.
I reiterate that. That is what I know. If we're sharing information.
He nods a bit. That's not. Mostly of that is true, but that's not the details are missing about why he was corrupted, what happened, and who the other two
Hey.
gods were related.
Oh?
Yeah.
I want to focus on that. We'll focus on why they were corrupted later. I want to know about the second part now, and we can learn about the other part later.
All right. They were to him as I am to the fate that took me.
Okay. He tactfully refrains from saying anything about what that may or may not imply. Noted. Okay.
But do I know if it was a healthy balance or was it exactly like the situation with me? From what I know. You roll for it?
Roll for it.
Okay.
Oh shit.
And I got
So
advantage.
now it makes sense whenever you told me history's repeating itself.
Yep.
That makes a lot more sense, actually. Shit.
24.
And this is the relationship between the destroyed god and the god, those who overthrew him.
Yeah. That's kind of.
Originally, it started off as a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
Originally. After he was corrupted,
$110.
it became less so.
Yeah.
I've apparently tipped you $110.
Yep.
Okay. Just noticed that.
So, and
Anyway.
speaking of iterate how at first it was healthy before it went to crap, before everything, the corruption happened.
Okay.
And then she's gonna turn to him a bit to making sure there's no circles as she does so. First off,
Yeah.
and she's
I'm like looking straight ahead as we're talking. So.
Yeah. She's gonna let's say is because do I still you took back your sword,
Shadowflame?
right? Yeah.
I mean, right now I have it, yeah.
Yeah.
You want it?
And she's gonna kind of ask, can I see Tattletame for a second?
I trust you not to break it. Here. I'll hand it
So-
over.
As she holds it, you can see that she's like has like a weird, not like a fascination, but she seems like almost like kind of excited.
Okay.
A lot of times, gods have a favorable way of communicating with their warlocks, paladins, who follows them. You
Okay.
have your sword. The destroyed god had his diary.
Fuck. Okay. That is not something I wish I now knew.
Back in that sounds it. So back then it was just another way of communicating. Does you know what happened after the fact book? Post-corruption? Roll again?
Roll again.
Dude, we might have a bigger problem than I thought we did.
What do you mean?
What? No. Surely this couldn't be a
Oh.
problem.
We might have an issue.
That is a 16.
You don't know what happened to the book after.
Yeah.
Kind of scratches his cheek for a moment. We may have a problem.
And then she's gonna hand back the sword. What do you mean?
Have you ever heard of an instance of being a warlock to 2 patrons at once?
I heard cases of it.
I think I top it, whatever it is, because I think I owe my soul to 3 people.
3.
Lethos, I point at the sword.
Okay.
The Death Mother, I point up. And then I point at my sternum area and say, Destroyed God. I think I owe the Destroyed God something. I think I made a deal before any of us even met. And I don't know what that deal entailed, to be honest.
Cover her mouth with me and stare blankly.
Fuck,
Oh,
I'm just
no.
realizing the magnitude of this. I think I made a deal before the campaign even started by accident.
I'm rolling
comment.
something right now, Bill, to see how much
No
information I should
comment.
Not a
Um,
single one.
tell. Uh, 3.
If I focus hard enough, can I feel it? Can I feel like the divide of like you are owed to this, you are owed to myself, you are owed to the Death Mother, you are owed to Lethos?
Yeah, if you concentrate hard enough.
My soul is cut into fourths. Fuck. What's the
Although
biggest
technically the link to Lethos and the Death Mother are the same link.
part? Okay, they technically count as the same. If
Yeah.
if I had astral threads on my body,
There
they
we
would basically go off and then they would combine at some point.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Or do they start combined and then
They
go
start
off?
combined, basically.
Okay, that makes sense.
So
Alright,
because
so
because
technically it's
Lethos
only
is an extension of the Death Mother's will, it
Yeah.
counts as
Okay. Which one's the biggest? What owns the majority of my soul?
that's an excellent question.
I know.
but do I sense anything considering?
You don't have divine. I wonder what Rogar senses when he
I
divine
know.
senses me.
I know,
We
but
need to check that.
I'm linked to the Death Mother right now. That's the thing.
That's true. God damn it.
Uh,
Is
she's
this
gonna
introspection
stop.
time?
She's gonna stop. Go through her bag to that specific book, and rip to that one portion of the destroyed god. Mm-hmm. Is there any information about stuff like this, or a prophecy, or anything book?
See? Oh no. I don't need prophecies. I don't need prophecies. Prophecies are bad. Prophecies are for the heroes of the story.
Roll for it. I already did, Fate. It's fine.
Wait, do I have to roll for something?
Roll for it.
What am I rolling for? If I have a prophecy?
Just
Oh,
roll
God.
for it. Just roll.
Alright. Just roll a flat d20 and I'll tell you what I get? Alright. God damn it. Please no, I don't need this now. Oh no, that's an 18.
As far as you're aware, no, you don't have a prophecy.
As far as I'm aware, though.
Book, if I go through the
I'm not-
stories, is there anything?
It rolled from a 2 to an 18. So, maybe.
Uh,
Oh shit.
Aurora, roll for it.
Yes.
Fuck me.
Is it the straight roll, not religion roll?
Straight roll, not
Is-
religion.
Okay. Okay, that is
Can I make...
straight roll 16.
Is what?
16. I rolled 16.
16. You're also not aware of
The prophecy.
any prophecy stuff.
Is there anything known from the book, at least, about things like this happening before?
Not that you can think of.
Okay, so there's nothing in the book as I'm reading through it.
I'm making sure she doesn't step into any circles.
I'm deciding so.
Allie is far enough ahead to not listen in on your conversation as being a good person
God.
and, not listening on things that are probably supposed to be secret.
I am speaking quietly so as the queen cannot hear me as well. 'Cause this
Sienna is
information I
following
don't need.
behind, watching you guys chat and get slightly freaked out over theoretical things, and just being very concerned,
that's-
a very concerned mother.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Sometimes just put
Oh,
her book
God.
away.
I am the troublemaker boy.
She's not gonna
Oh,
put the book away
shit.
after a while and just say,
God damn
we
it.
didn't think too much about it, but you're sure that you feel more than one idiot you like that to you.
Just give me 1 second. I like kind of close my eyes for a second. What would I have to roll to figure out what part of my soul I owe the most to whatever? If I sense these fucking astral tethers on my body, which one's the biggest?
Make a wisdom check.
Okay. With proficiency or without?
Either.
Either?
Yeah, with, I guess. Go for it.
Alright. So just +7. 21.
You can't tell.
Yeah, it's a 25 check. Easy. Alright.
That's a 30 check. It's impossible.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's not technically impossible, actually. I could get a 30.
For
I
you
just have to
guys, it's
roll-
impossible.
I have to roll a nat 20, and Aurora can guidance me, and I can roll a 31, technically.
Mhm.
So
If I
32
roll
would be
19. I
technically.
get 32, yeah, would be max. Alright.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's no way I'm telling that right now. Alright.
but yes, but and she's gonna focus back a bit. Yeah, there is some other stuff. Maybe later. Oh, but this is concerning. Really big. Concerning.
Let's continue. I think I'm giving your
Yeah.
mother a heart attack.
I think you're giving me a heart attack too.
That's... Sorry.
That's fine.
I'm just realizing all of this in the moment, and whenever I realize things, I tend to speak them out loud in like a eureka moment.
Ah.
And you're in the proximity, so.
Yeah. What's
Okay. Yeah, sure, it'll be fine. Straighten up, take my sword back, and continue walking.
Excellent. Make him some perception checks for the next hour.
Yeah, my voice cracked. I rolled an 18.
Okay.
So we'll be back in a moment. I don't like where this is going. Alright. If there's a deal that was made before the campaign even started, I would like to know what the terms were. Because I feel like we're about to get a flashback moment. And you and I are going to go into DM Whispers and talk about it, and I'm going to have to make up the terms of the deal on the fly.
Then I rolled 22 for perception.
Alright, excellent. So, Allie's paying attention. You two are paying attention, so the three of you managed to keep from stepping inside the next circle you see.
Oh no. Oh no.
Thank God.
The queen, who is just kind of zoning out now at this point.
How far away is she?
How far away?
Far enough.
Is she like 15 feet away?
Something like that.
If she's 15 feet away and she's about to step into a circle, then I would like to make an action.
Okay.
But is she about to step into a circle?
Yeah, you watch her foot descend into a circle.
Alright, I'll cast Lightning Lure and say, I'm so sorry. I need her to make a strength saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Be with me, Mom.
That'll be 13.
Failure. She gets pulled 10 feet towards me in a straight line.
Okay.
She also takes 2d8 damage.
Yeah, noted. You were
Six-
walking in
six,
front
seven.
of her.
Wait, what?
You guys were in front of her. She was at the back of the group.
Oh, okay. Well, then I pull her towards me over the fucking circle or away from it in general. Just make sure she doesn't step in it.
You angled it just right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, she's in front of. I thought she was in front of us.
No,
That's
no,
not
no,
it.
no, no. She was pulling up the rear.
Oh, okay.
No, we just keep we just keep an eye on both
Wait.
of them.
Wait, but you said she was following behind Alice.
No, she was
Abby.
following behind
Sorry,
you
Alex.
guys, watching you guys freak out about whatever revelation you're having.
Converse. Oh, I thought she was in front. That's my bad.
No.
That's completely messed up how the marching order was. Okay.
That's fine.
God damn it.
Let's see.
She takes 7 points of lightning damage.
All right, noted. Lightning
You know,
it's not on my list. That's fine. So,
She doesn't technically just send her foot on it. Doesn't count.
you drag the queen through the circle. Allie gasps as the queen disappears.
Can I counterspell the circle?
Go for
Is that
it.
how that works?
You can certainly
try.
try.
It's at third. It's at third level. So if I have to roll, let me know.
Yes, you have to roll.
Okay. I feel like this is just teleport, so it's probably okay. All right, so I have a +4 to this. To make myself feel better, I have to get at least a 15. Hey, 20 fucking 2.
All right.
22.
All right. Okay. You see a spark of magic. Just the barest flicker of magic as you. Some part of you recognizes that that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
And before you can even think of it, you cast Dispel Magic, directing it at the circle. And
I feel like I just set off someone's alarm bells. Uh-oh. It was worth it.
you feel this. Go ahead and make a intelligence saving throw.
Oh, fuck. Alright. Well, did the counterspell work at least?
I can say that it worked from what I've seen.
Maybe. That's not bad. That's 19.
Excellent, good to know.
17 plus 2.
Nice. You feel a piercing press of something against your mind.
Bad.
As something sharp and angry demands in your head to know who deprived it of a meal.
You want the full title, bitch? I'll let you know.
No! No.
You take
Yeah.
4 points of
Okay.
psychic damage,
Yeah.
and the presence pulls out of your mind. The queen is still there. You succeeded.
I dropped to 1D.
You get the feeling immediately that you should probably run.
I'm gonna go! I made a mistake!
Mistakes were made!
He's following behind you.
Oh, you're
You
falling behind
okay?
me? I'm fine. Alright, I fucking... Is the queen still, like, in the circle?
Yeah,
Is she moving at all?
she's moving. She's immediately
hauling ass,
skittering.
I'll just follow her.
She's hauling ass over to you.
Cool. Alright, turn around and I start going.
All right, you start going. Allie
I'm bringing the rear up. I'm bringing the rear up.
noted.
Fair.
Allie, who was about to who is looking around in concern, turns to tell you guys to run to the queen to tell you guys, sees you guys already running, and
Yep.
right, yes, and books it. I'm
I
gonna
have something I
roll.
can do, but I'm not gonna do it yet.
I'm gonna roll.
I have something I can do.
Doo-doo.
I'm not gonna do it yet.
All right.
I get
So
two of
you
them.
guys running through this forest barely managed to miss the scattered fairy rings that are now appearing in front of you guys.
Yeah.
And you see one Sagittarius appear just in front of you right as your foot's about to go down in that spot. And you are yanked to the side by Allie
Thank you.
before you can step down, who continues booking it. And just as you guys are about to get to the road that you can now see through the trees, you watch as Allie steps forward. Her foot lands in a circle that had just appeared in front of her, and she vanishes.
Counter spell? As she goes to step on it? I'll cast counter spell.
Sure.
I mean, it's a reaction. So,
Go for
and I
it.
assume since we've been running, I've gotten my reaction back.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'll cast counter spell.
Mhm.
My players would be proud of me in another campaign, sure, because all they do is spam counter spell.
Nice.
Counter spell.
19.
Okay. You watch her disappear.
What? Oh. What is this? A 10th level spell and the DC was 20? Like. Fuck.
There's some powerful fucking things in the Feywild, man.
Yeah, but. It's 10 plus the spells level. I thought. At least in most cases, or in every case it is. Oh, that's fine. Okay, fuck it. Mama ain't raised no bitch, even though I've never met my mama. I step into the same circle she did.
All right. Noted. Aurora, you watch as Sagittarius vanishes.
I'm setting a 5-minute
Go for
timer in my head.
Okay.
Go for it.
Because I have sending, if anything.
Yeah.
I'm keeping the mom right away. For not paying attention, because, yeah.
So you guys stop just on the edge of the circle. Stand very still. And the space around you is silent. Not just the quiet of a forest, but absolutely silent. There's no animals. You can hear the wind. And you can hear leaves falling. Footsteps. Some distance away. Getting closer. Getting closer. Getting closer. Roll perception.
Okay. Okay.
I have no regrets for whatever happens.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is gonna be a 19.
19, excellent. You watch as a very familiar face starts walking through the forest towards you.
Is it Ashworth?
It's Ashwer. It's walking towards you.
Nope.
What do you do?
Hey Zan, I'll make that deal right here, right now, if I get to dictate a bit of the terms. I'll make that deal, and I won't take my memories back.
What do you do,
Please
Aurora?
You didn't see me yet.
What do you do?
I'm gonna step into it with the.
You're gonna step into it?
Wait.
Okay. You step into the portal. You pull the queen with you. And you watch Ashworth's face go from smug and sure to extremely pissed off in a split second.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get killed.
At least if we die together.
Yep.
So, on the other side of the portal, Sagittarius, you stumble out of it to see Allie kneeling on the ground, head bowed, before a woman tall and elegant and quite possibly the most beautiful creature you've ever seen.
Oh shit, vampire mommy. Okay. I bow. I follow suit.
Okay. You do so. The woman looks at you too. What languages do you speak, Sagittarius?
Speak Celestial, Common, and Elvish.
Excellent, excellent. The first words that you hear from her are almost bird-like or bell-like or something like that. And you recognize that it's Sylvan, but you don't recognize what's said.
Do I recognize at all a few words since Elvish and Sylvan are pretty close?
Kind of. Like, the syllables are the same, but it's like different composition. And so what you think would be a word just isn't.
Alright, time to turn up charm, Jeremiah. This is the moment. Alright.
You watch Allie lift her head up abruptly in surprise before blinking, looking over at you and just nodding slightly, and but though she keeps her head down and keeps bowed. Behind you, you hear the stumbling footsteps, familiar, of the person you've been walking with for quite some time, of Aurora, and then the queen.
By all this time, I like to imagine that I just have memorized Aurora's footsteps since I walk pretty much next to her wherever we go.
Yeah.
So. Just in general, they always walk nearby each other.
Pretty much.
Aurora,
Oh.
you step through the portal
I think I know what this is.
into the palace of the Summer Queen herself.
Yeah. So I'll ask out of character, Lily. You want to take this, or do you want me to?
What is my relationship with this queen? Is she more kinder from what I remember when I played for her?
She's calm. She's fair. She doesn't take shit,
Mm-hmm.
but she's calm and fair.
Am I in pain at the moment, considering I pissed off Ashworth?
You're in a lot of pain.
Alright.
You were
You want me to
feet
take
from
this?
Ashworth before you disappeared, and you could feel the agony starting to ripple through you.
More than the 3rd-degree sunburn at this point.
Yeah.
Hot poker. Hot poker.
Do I have to make the Constitution save right now?
Yes, please.
Oh god.
The
I wish I was a
queen,
paladin right about now.
the queen, Sienna,
Yeah.
sweeps into a curtsy befitting royalty towards royalty.
Okay, now I got a 10.
A 10, excellent. You are, you take
Calm
all
down,
this in
okay.
for the split second before you black out and
Yep.
collapse to the ground.
Yep.
Guess I'm taking this over. All right.
The queen looks startled for a moment and blinks before taking the very few steps over to Aurora and spreading her fingers over Aurora's face. And you watch Aurora vanish before the Summer Queen steps back again. And this time in common says, I did not expect guests at this time. But it's not unwelcome. Please, come in.
I customarily wait for her to turn around and start walking before I get up out of my bow and then follow.
Excellent.
Ah,
You do so. Ali takes a demure post behind Sienna. And the Summer
Oh,
Queen
God.
leads you guys into the castle.
It's so much easier whenever you talk to fucking royalty that can't break your neck with a thought, because it makes me feel just a lot more confident in this area, because I'm typically the one with the magic powers. This is not my area, so I have to choose my words very carefully here.
Behind you, you hear the grumbling of a creature of some kind
Ah,
that has once again been deprived of its meal and is quite upset, but isn't able to do anything about it because now that's the Fey Queen.
yeah, gotcha. I just follow and trace her footsteps with my own, basically. Fuck. Alright.
Valid.
I got this.
Let's see.
I don't balk under pressure. I got this.
Let me just do this.
Hi.
Hi. So,
Why that had to run out eventually when it comes to good rolls, huh?
yep,
Had to be this one.
you're in a lot of pain.
Yep.
You feel even more like you're passed out, but you can still feel the pain.
Oh.
And you can feel even more heat looking at your body for a moment. And it almost hurts. And it makes your back burn even more. But the rest of you is fine, even though you can feel the heat looking over you. Like fire. But almost soothing. And while you are passed out, you dream. So, after a little moment of this pain and what seems like ages, you abruptly realize that there are stars around you. And flowers. And the moon is bright in the sky. And it's just really soothing and calm and beautiful. And you see a deity that you are not familiar with. And it's almost like you watch as the moon descends from this sky that you're picturing in your dreams. Before it's so bright that you have to close your eyes. And when you can finally open them, there's a person standing in front of you. You can't tell if they're female or male or what pronouns they might go by, if they have a gender at all. They're wearing a bluish white, almost reminiscent of the moon. Their features are pale and soft, and before you can blink, you can swear that their features flicker, and then you do blink, and their features are different. And then you blink again, and their features are different again. And from the things that you have learned about the gods, it takes a minute, but finally you recognize this as Astir, the deity of the moon, and one of the head gods of the pantheon, who's standing in your dreams, staring at you expectantly. What do you do?
I kind of slightly show my respect in anything I was taught about the gods to do the things I would do, respectively.
All right.
Does the guy remind me of my tarot deck and all the stars in the theme of my deck remind me of what I'm seeing?
A little bit. Little bit. This feels... They're still looking at you expectantly. And after a moment, they hold out their hand. And it's cupped. And you can almost swear you see something glistening inside of it.
That's important. They put on my hand.
Okay? They pour what looks like liquid moon into your hand. And it glows white. And it's cold. Freezing cold. It's not what you would have expected. And for a moment you feel like you're turning to ice. And then the feeling is gone. And there's a silver chain in your hand. With a teeny tiny pendant on it. What looks like a moonstone. And Astir looks at you and finally speaks. Olivia, of the royal bloodline of Luzdicella. Aurora of the Fae.
She's in almost. Well, yes.
I would tread carefully. The path you're on currently leads to great ruin. Much change, but great ruin. Travel carefully.
What must I do?
I can't give you anything more than travel carefully. And then she starts
Is
fading
it-
away. Like
Oh.
dissolving from the feet down.
Can I say one more thing or what before they
Yeah.
go?
You have time before she completely dissolves.
And why? So like, how have you contacted me? I learned about you, all of you.
The gods are always watching.
Connected.
Good
So
luck.
I follow the.
Hmm?
Because I follow the mother of rebirth. And then she's gonna look again. Will it be okay? everything that happened because she knows about the history about what they went through compared to her. You think I'll break free from him?
You
Then
see a look of pain across their face. I'm learning to have faith in mortals' abilities to overcome things. So perhaps everything will work out.
before you go, is there any advice that I can have or be led to the right path?
Be wary of those who hold power of you. And tread carefully.
Can I make a decision? She's assuming she's assuming of Ashwer and Zan.
Yeah.
Is that insight?
Yeah, roll insight.
All right. That is a 17.
Okay. Yeah, you get the impression that they mean Ash and Zan. And then they're gone. They've dissolved. The moon is back in the theoretical sky. And the dream dissolves, and all you can feel once again is heat and pain. Now I'm gonna put you back in general.
Okay.
Her patron animal, and then the book was used by chance.
Hi.
Are you alive still?
I mean, they sound alive.
Mentally or physically? Oh, you put that
No,
you
yes.
put that quote, that whole Archduke Franz Ferdinand thing.
Yes, I did, because
Yeah,
it
that was
killed me.
fun.
It killed me.
That was fun.
I'm concerned about what just happened. Honestly.
I would be too. Not gonna lie.
All right.
Well, on the plus side, you don't sound like you're in tears. So, I mean, I guess that's a good thing.
I hope you're not dead. Whatever happens, I hope you're not dead. That's it.
Listen,
I
as
hope I'm not dead either.
as the
Okay.
chaotic DM,
Look, I
Fair.
saw you just like wiggle your fingers and stare menacingly at the camera.
Sounds about right.
Yes,
Book does
just
that a
like
lot.
that. I'm not even in this campaign and I'm now scared.
Am I awake yet?
I'm getting used to this.
I mean, this is just living with book in general. They are chaotic in general.
Fair.
Yeah.
Hey, book.
what?
Not to derail your campaign, but do you remember my terrible 3-pun sentence from my speech that I'm supposed to give?
Yes.
The teacher loved it.
Nice.
So it's staying in. I love that one so much. It's so bad.
That's a question there. I'm
Oh.
wondering if I'm good with something. So
Please don't make a drinking game out of my campaign. I would have concerns for your liver if you did. I mean, I can't stop you, but I would have concerns for your liver if you did, because I say a lot of the same things.
Seafoam Wishes is not in chat right now, so they can't
Oh yeah,
hear
fair.
you say not to do this. So
Dang. I did eat. I ate food, I promise. And I took my meds, and I forgot to message you again.
I see. I am just now mom. I've moved from chat mom to just mom.
Yeah. That happens. Anyways, so Sagittarius, you, Allie.
Yes.
Oh, I have the hiccups all abruptly.
Oh.
You, Allie, and Sienna are led into the castle of the Summer Fae Queen.
Mm-hmm.
You see a what looks like a gift basket of flowers sitting on the stairs to the entrance of the castle, which is, of course, completely ignored. And you are led into not a throne room, but what looks like a... What's the word I'm looking for?
A courtroom? Am I about to be judge, juried, and executioner?
Yeah,
Like
definitely that.
a smaller, less formal throne room.
That's...
A cathedral.
That's...
I feel cathedral's a building.
Yeah, I know. It was just a fancy word. Sanctum sanctorum.
Room with a table and comfortable chairs and
Conference
a
room.
fireplace.
Sitting room.
Conference room.
A sitting room. Thank you. You're led into a sitting room.
Okay.
The Fey Queen says, "Please sit." Before taking a chair herself.
I wait for her to sit and then I sit down.
All right. The Queen or Sienna does the same, and Ali stays near the door and kneels on the ground.
Ah. I understand. Okay. I continue to sit there and put up my mask of cool indifference that I always do in front of royalty.
All right, valid.
Okay. And try not to freak out.
The Summer Queen looks you over for a moment and looks at Sienna. It's been a while since I've had mortal guests.
I'll call her.
But it's always interesting.
Is that like?
Faye, mute yourself.
Server mute.
Server mute. Because Fate can unserver mute herself if she needs to. She gazes at Sienna for a moment and it's even more rare for me to have mortal guests who are royalty.
Fuck. Okay.
So, I do have one thing I do want to ask. And one thing I do need to ask. But, pleasantries first. I am Kelsey of the Summer Court, or at least that is what you can call me.
Kelsey?
Kelsey. Let me spell this.
It's my best guess.
Nice. I like it. Changing it to that.
Okay.
I am currently working with some friends, I will say, to ensure the safe passage of a group of mortals through the Summer Court at the very least. And I have interest in you. Or your party. It's not every day that somebody manages to piss off Ash, of all people. So please, I would appreciate it if you would Tell me your tale, how you managed that.
I put my hands on the table in a way of basically showing I will not try anything and I will not do anything. And I look to the queen and see if she wants to talk or if she wants me to talk.
Sienna's glaring at the Summer Bay.
Shit. All right. She wants to know why we're here and why we pissed off Ash.
Yep.
Okay. Queen Kelsey, if I may call you that.
She nods.
Those two questions that you have asked coincidentally coincide. We are here because Ashwer took our friend away from us in a way that we found unsatisfactory. And she did it quite forcefully. Or they did it quite forcefully.
I see.
Our reason for coming here was to get her back. We did not intend to intrude upon your territory. We were planning on leaving when I made a mistake and compromised us to both Ashwer and potentially you. I hope that I may be forgiven for that. And if there's any punishment you would deem necessary to ensure the passage of my friends and our ally.
Well, I can forgive you intruding on my territory. The pissing off of Ashwer is humorous enough to allow that. As to passage through my territory, I believe my next question will secure that for you. If Sienna is willing to answer it.
Shit.
And you see the look on Sienna's face go from angry to livid.
I turn towards her, and in my best approximation of whatever sense of royalty I still have in my veins, I look at her and I mouth, "It's just like Lord Peveril. Calm down, and we'll get out of this with a clear head."
And so
I may not like it. But we need
Kelsey
it.
turns towards Sienna and with a smile on her face says,
Can I please roll persuasion before she answers the
"Go
question?
for it."
Okay. Okay, come on, baby. +7.
So,
Oh, I didn't want to intimidate her. That's good, that's good, that's good. 25.
excellent, good for you.
Okay.
Dear Sienna, how is my Alexander doing?
Oh, shit.
And Sienna, her face goes incandescent red with rage.
I understand now.
And she stands
Okay.
up and she takes a half step forward like she's about to strike out at Kelsey.
I keep
before
my
she
hands on the table.
before she does a half glance at you before her eyes flicker back to Kelsey,
I shake my head now, slightly.
and she steps back and sits back down and places her hands on the table. Alexander is fine. He is coping quite well in the mortal realm. The Fey Queen smiles and brings a drink to her mouth that wasn't there before, or that you didn't notice before.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. I do hope to see him again. He was my favorite. Our dear
got some beef.
Chance. Such a good helper.
Chance?
Chance.
Chance. Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah, I understand.
Still, I should wish to see him again. Surely you could arrange that, Sienna. You know, for the safe passage of you and your daughter and her friends through my courts. Wouldn't that be a fair trade? Sienna. You can see Sienna is deathly pale. She's gone from bright red rage to absolutely deathly pale. Like
I'm
8
about to
shades
make
of
a
white.
mistake. Yeah, I'm about to make a mistake.
And Sienna curls in on herself a little bit and looks so unlike the queen that you know that it's almost hard to recognize her. And she
I turn away from the queen, and I look at Queen Kelsey.
okay.
And I say, it seems she is. I turn and like kind of cock my head at Queen Sienna. It seems she is taken ill slightly. Would you mind if I spoke in her stead for the moment?
As you say that, Sienna reaches out and places her hand on your arm. I can arrange that. For my daughter and her friend's safe passage.
As
With
well as
Sarah
yours.
Potts. As well as mine. And Kelsey smiles, and it's sharp and shark-like. And
Mm-hmm.
it is almost violently different from the gentle smile she had earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And she tilts her head and says, "Excellent. Well, your daughter is currently receiving medical care. You are welcome to stay in the castle for as long as you need. Enjoy the, provisions, and I'll see you out in the morning on a safe passage. We'll even provide a carriage that should take you as far as you need to go." Please, enjoy. My home is your home. And she stands up and smiles. And that gentle smile is back. And now, Sagittarius, you can see that it's a mask.
Oh, 100%.
And she
This is just
walks out of
reinforcing
the
my
room.
opinion that all Fae are fucked up, and I hate all of them. I'm willing to be speciesist towards these fuckers. Alright.
At the moment
I
she
took-
walks out of the room, Allie just lets out a breath of relief. And she's shaking. Allie is
Oh,
shaking.
yeah.
And like enough that like Sienna's not even looking up right now. But Allie is willing to write on a note that says she's terrifying.
Yeah, ever so slightly. I turn to the queen. That was close.
I have to go be a responsible adult for however long it takes to put the chickens to bed.
Okay.
So, we're going to take a break.
Okay.
We will come back with you guys being
Fuck.
led to the medical area where Aurora is being treated.
Gotcha.
All right.
She almost fucked up. She almost fucked up really hard. If I didn't catch her and say, for yourself as well.
Yep.
Ugh.
All right. I'm going to mute desktop audio.